In today's environment, it's not if your organization suffers a data breach, but when. The threat isn't just external hacks. Accidental breaches are increasingly common. GDPR and New York cybersecurity regulations mean that you, as an organization, are accountable for being ready for when that data breach happens. You can no longer shrug and simply claim to be a victim. This is what's keeping information security officers, data protection officers up at night. They don't know what data they have, where it is, or what it contains. And therefore, they don't know what the risks are. So what's different now? There's no sympathy, there's no excuses. You're potentially criminal for not having prepared for a data breach. A lot of money is spent on firewalls and security, but what about the data at rest that's in your file shares, SharePoint, email exchange, in the cloud, with potentially sensitive and vulnerable information? As an organization, you have got to make sure that your data at rest is not a liability. You need to know what's there and what to do with it. If you're not addressing this data at rest, you're sitting on a potential time bomb. Breaches are trending upwards, hacking's off the charts, but insider theft and accidental disclosure are also on the up. This graph is showing an organization's typical expenditure on information security. As you would expect, lots of money and effort is thrown at firewalls. And of course, on getting hackers out when they're discovered. But look at this, the average intruder is inside a corporate network for up to 300 days before they're discovered. That means that your data at rest is at risk, and it's not getting the attention or investment it needs. To illustrate my point, think of your company or organization being like a big house, full of different kinds of assets inside. Of course, you would put a lot of security on the doors and the windows as well. And inside, you'd naturally invest in securing your most valuable assets. But here's the thing, at some point in time, there will be some kind of intrusion or security breach. Sooner or later, it will happen, either by accident or because of a malicious attack. Now, as we've said, your key assets will most likely be secured. But what else is there lying around that could be sensitive or valuable? They may not have got your precious works of art, but they have found personally identifiable information that could potentially be even more valuable. And you didn't even know it was there. And we have yet to meet a company that doesn't have terabytes, in some cases petabytes, of unstructured information, unmapped, unknown, just lying around, which will almost certainly include sensitive information. You've got to find out where this sensitive information is, categorize it, and deal with it appropriately. This means defensible disposition, indeed destroy it if it's rot, redundant, obsolete, trivial information. Or if you're not sure, put it in quarantine, take it out of circulation. Or ongoing governance, i.e. look after it if it's of value to the business. As an organization, you have got to make sure that your data at rest is not a liability. You need to know what's there and what to do with it. Thanks to GDPR and New York cybersecurity regulations, we have people focused on the problem. But frankly, this is not just about compliance. It's about your very survival as a business in the information age.